Hi traders, David here again from Wave Trader. I want to show you this trade that I took on the New Zealand Japanese yen pair, and I have to say I am seriously unhappy with this trade, and I'm going to show you why I said so in a moment. It's a sell trade, short trade, and I'm just going to walk you through what I saw and how I got into this trade and why I'm deeply disappointed with myself for this trade. So quickly going to the monthly chart now. If we'll just allow this to update itself, let's see here. All right, so for the past I guess you could say for the past month or so, things have been very slippery in the stock markets and also in the forex markets, and honestly I have not really been watching the charts as I ought to, but once in a while I look at the charts and I see these opportunities and I just take them, mostly because I want to keep sending out these recordings for you guys to learn from. Okay, so from the monthly chart we can see that the New Zealand Japanese yen has been in a steady decline, okay, on its way to this area of reasonable support here. There's still a little bit of ways to go, but we're getting there. Okay, so going to the weekly now, what do we see? We are still in a pure downtrend. So for now, what I'm thinking of is just opportunities to sell. Okay, it's much more easier to sell than to buy in situations like this. And you can see here we have our wave top situation. Okay, we have the two EMAs trending down strongly. We have steady continuation candles rather, and then we have our death cross on the golden cross on the the death cross on the MACD. Now let's go to the daily. So what do we see on the daily? Steady decline. Okay, so when you see a situation like this, as long as you find the trend, just try to find a way to stay in line with the trend. Okay, you can't trade counter trends, but if it's falling so fast like this, it's much more better to flow in line with the trend, and that's what I decided to do for this trade. Okay, so going to the 4-hour chart here, this is what was happening when I came into this trade. So as at the time I got into this trade, the market was I believe in this region somewhere around here. Okay, so because it was falling so fast, I wasn't so certain that getting a retracement entry was going to really work out for me. I think I took this trade on the 15-minute or 5-minute chart. But anyway, this is the 1-hour chart, and this is where the market, it was somewhere in this general region. Okay, so I knew that because it was falling so fast, it might not be possible for me to get a retracement. So I decided to go in with a sell stop, and I believe I did that on the 15-minute or the 5-minute, I can't remember. Okay, I'm just going to remove this here so you guys can see. All right, so you can see I believe it was the 15-minute because I can see my trend line here. Okay, so I placed a sell stop here just below the trend line, and I totally forgot about the trade. And this is why I said I'm really disappointed with myself, because from where I got in, where the price took me in, to where the market reached the bottom, you can see that it is 329 pips. This by far is the longest I've stayed in a trade and gotten this much pips in about a year. So you can imagine how upset I am with myself. Okay, I just forgot about it. I didn't even think about it. But anyway, you can see that the market is retracing now, and I think I'm just going to close the trade. I just wanted to show you guys, and you can see here that if we were to take another retracement from here, the number 1 point here, you can see that we are in the region of the 62%. So I might let this just stay so that it can turn around, but that is not good practice. Okay, typically I'm supposed to have closed the trade once there was a cross of the MACDs here, the MACD and the EMAs, but I was not watching the trade. I even forgot about it, and this is because I took exactly another trade like this on my phone, and I was concentrating more on that. So this is not a good example for you guys. Please do not do what I did. When you get into a trade, at least once in an hour, once in 2 hours, check your trades and manage your trades carefully. Okay, don't do what I did. This was poor trading. This was a poor trading approach, and I'm disappointed with myself. I really should have known better. But I'm just going to assume that these mistakes can happen to anyone. So once in a while, this happens to me as well. Okay. So I believe that the market still has downward potential because the overall trend is down from the monthly down to the daily and on to the 4 hour. Everything is pointing down. Okay. We could call this a spinning top, but you can see that the MACD is still trending down sharply. Okay, so the worst case scenario might be a little bit of a fluctuation here, and then the market should still continue to go downward. So I'm just going to leave the trade, not because it's the right thing to do in this moment, but just because, well, I've already allowed it to go this high up, and I might as well let it go further, perhaps in my favor and perhaps against me. I don't know. I believe that it still has the potential to go up a ways, probably right up to where I got into this trade, and that is a very, very great disappointment. Like I said, I'm not too proud of this trade, but you can see that the overall trend is still down. Okay, so once it gets to somewhere in this region, I believe that it's still going to turn around, and this time around, I am not going to make that mistake again. Once I get into the trade this time, I'm going to follow through and move my stop accordingly. So that's just my take on the New Zealand Japanese yen, and I just wanted to share that with you guys. Please learn from my mistakes and don't do what I did, okay? Thank you very much.